I'm really sorry for how long this video is, but anyway, go to the number shown on the screen and skip the video if you want to see the differences between both apps. Hello everyone and welcome back to Procreate Arts. So Ibis Paint is the app that I used to actually draw on illustrations and do many stuff with it, and I still do. As you guys see, most of my thumbnails are literally made here. There are so many things, basically practically all my thumbnails are made here, and more thumbnails for future app videos. So basically, Procreate, it has those canvases that in different sizes. There's this SD size, the HD size. So I normally go to an HD size if I'm drawing. So basically you have a magic wand, lasso, filter, brushes, erasers, and smudging tools, blurring tools, bucket, text, and a frame divider, eyedropper, canvas, and you have the settings. Basically, let me say something real quick. What did I want to say? Yeah. So basically, if you still didn't hear about the app called Ibis Paint, so you're kind of once you open the app or once you get the app, it kind of shows for you an arrows where stuff are here and there, this is that and this is this. For example, if the brush tool is just right here, let's say this is the brush, okay, and then basically it's gonna be oh, this is the brush tool, and it's just gonna go through it's just gonna go through all the stuff that this app has, and shows you stuff and that. So basically there's ton of brushes. I don't really use maybe more than 3 things. Well, I don't really use the filter option or the transform or the settings or the canvas or the the frame divider. I don't really use these. I just go for the brush, eraser, smudging tool, blurring tool, and the texting tool, and the bucket tool. So anywho, and the two-hand thingy works if you're new here. So basically what the two-hand thingy is, also once you download the app, it's gonna show for you when you press on your 2 fingers, and it brings it erases or does the previous thing. It's when you bring your two fingers on the screen and just double tap, and then what you draw on is erased. So there are many brushes, and brushes that you can watch for ads and stuff like that, or you can get the full version of the app, and you have some cute stuff and stuff like that. And when you watch an ad, I think it's for 18 hours or so, I don't really remember. So yeah, I mostly use the Dip Pen Soft brush and the Dip Pen Hard, and sometimes I use the airbrush and the what was it called? I think it was I literally forgot what was it called. I think it was the fade brush, and there's also something oh yeah, we're okay, anywho, so basically there's something really cool that you can also do. You got the layers, you can delete or clip layers, whatever you want. There's something called the selection layer. So for example, you can use the selection layer for many different things. Let's say I'm drawing this weird little drawing and I want to cut something or remove something. You can either do this with a bucket, or you can do it with a brush or something like that. It depends to you guys. So as I said, it was basically up to you. So for example, I want to remove this part of area, so basically I select it, and then I go to the layer that I want to remove it from, and then you see this square that looks like a lasso tool or a magic wand, the one that's showing up on your screen right now. You're gonna press on it, and then you're gonna cut it, or you can erase it. I believe you can just go and erase yeah, but you can't erase like out of the line. It won't work. But like the cutting tool, it's just like way easier, to be honest. You can copy or paste stuff or something like that, and voila, like nothing came out of the line. And you can remove the selection area if you want like the line to get removed, and your lines are nice and clean. And sadly, you cannot clear layers, so you can just make a new layer and delete this one. And you can also like merge layers and flip them horizontally and like change the you can make it transparent and stuff like that. You can add stuff, like you can multiply it, lighten it, screen it, whatever, add, and so much more and stuff like that. You can also add a photo. You can like duplicate your layers and stuff like that. Okay, you can also change different sizes and the opacity down here. You can also like remove this, like Procreate and stuff like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the smudging tool to create like something like really simple, you guys. It doesn't take that much effort though. Like, I'm just showing you guys an example that you can use for the smudging tool if you don't have any ideas. I mean, kind of really cool though. Like, I'm just like drawing anything, to be honest. But for this, you might need like the smudging tool, not the blurring tool. And you don't want to make it all the way to 100, just like to 71 or so. So basically, you guys can you can play around with all the colors you want. I'm just showing you guys an example. If you're like not really a pro or an artist or something like that, like you don't need to be an artist to do this, or like to draw in digital illustration or whatever. Just go with the flow. Like, you can just prank people, or you can be like, you drew this when you just like literally just scribbled on some colors and smudged in that, and smudged them in. You can just like go it just creates like a really nice effect, Yeah, you can also you can just like play around with colors, do whatever you want, and yeah, it's like pretty self-explanatory here. Get new layer, and we're gonna delete this layer. Okay, and I'm gonna show you guys about the blurring tool. I'm not it's just like blur stuff and everything, and you can like add texts. I don't know what's like wrong with me. There's like also like brushes in the razor, and like also in the blurring tool and the smudging tool. And like the bucket, you can choose stuff like in the settings, stuff like that, and you can add tasks. Oh my god, I don't know what the hell is wrong with me today. Texts. You can also like import fonts and everything. You guys can see that the app offers many fonts itself, so you can even go ahead and make some favorites and download ones and add more and stuff like that. I think this is the font that I have on now. I'm just gonna write hello or something like that. Hello everyone. Okay. Basically you can choose a color and stuff like that. You can choose the stroke, you can change the size. You can make it as big as you want. You can change the stroke size and everything. Okay, whoa, that's so big. You can turn it around, stuff like that, twirl it. You can also choose if you want a background or not, stuff like that. Wait, what? Background. I don't know, because I don't really use the background thingy. You can choose the spacing, stuff like that. And yeah, but you cannot write a text and then use the brush, it's gonna even say that this tool cannot be used for text layer. Please choose another layer. And so is the smudging tool, so is the erase tool, and so is the bucket tool. So only the text tool can work here, and whenever you text or say something or type something, it's just gonna create a new layer automatically. So moving on to shapes. So here, if you press on this finger icon, you have shapes. You turn them like on by choosing them, and you can even fill in the color, and voila. It depends on the size though, but their shapes are not always accurate. Like on Ibis Paint, it doesn't always look out to be the best, to be honest. Let me say that for a fact, and turn it off when you don't want it. Also, there's something called the force fade tool, which you saw me guys like, oh my god, you guys, I like literally, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm just like so tired. Anywho, so basically, you guys pretty much see me in my videos, in my cartoonizing videos, that I use like this force brush tool a lot. Like especially in drawing the eyes, the nose, weird stuff, okay, and stuff like that. I mean, I really wish if they had a clearing like thingy that like clears away the canvas or so, or the layer. There's also clipping masks and alt block. There are also like rulers and stuff like that. Like, look, I can draw, and you can like straight lines. You can like change the size, stuff like that. Like, Ibis Paint is a really cool app, to be honest, if like I'm honest here. There's also a symmetry tool, if you guys didn't know. Well, you can create like, you know, nice stuff with that, you know. There are like also patterns, stuff like that. Like, I think some stuff are locked because you need to actually like go to the unlimited version of the app. Yeah, and you guys can also like create patterns, do stuff like that. Okay, so I didn't talk about the last tool. That's what I just like realized. So basically, if you want to move things around, you can just like press on the thingy that I'm pretty much sure that everyone knows. I really like to do the perspective form, and you can also like repeat it and stuff like that. You can like resize it and like, you know, do stuff like that. But the most one that I love is like the mesh form. Like, you can like actually like change the position of things. It's like really cool, you guys. Like, just I just like love it, you know. It's just like really awesome. And the second thing that I didn't talk about is the magic wand. So we're gonna draw like quick little cute heart right now. Okay, so for example, you're gonna do this, and you don't want like the heart, like you don't want when you color the, like, you know, it gets outside and everything. So that's like really cool for the magic wand. You can also like bucket stuff and like that, and you can do more than one too. Like, I can like, you know, and then the magic wand off, and voila, you don't have it outside, and your lines are clean and nice, and voila. And that's all for Ibis Paint. So moving on to Procreate, and as I said, stick to the end of the video to see the differences between these two apps. So Procreate is an app that I just got, if you still didn't know, and I do so many things with it. Like, you can see that I tried to kind of use the thumbnail like to draw here, because like I figured stuff out in Procreate and I didn't know that they were there. Yeah, this is just gonna be clarified in another video where I show you guys hidden features in Procreate that not many people know. That's like shockingly surprising. So remember guys, when I was drawing this illustration, Well, guess what? I was actually working on this illustration that, oh my god, I just hate it. Like, it took forever for me to draw, and I still hate it, to be honest. Like, it just looks so bad. I was just trying to copy that style that I showed you guys earlier, and I just hate it. I just want to delete it, but like, I'm like, all my hard work. Anywho, so basically, yeah, this picture is blurred because this is another episode of our food series, which you guys shouldn't see right now because I'm gonna upload it. Like, I think it's already uploaded. I don't know by the time I'm making this video. I think this video might come up as a bonus video. I don't know because I'm still not in the editing process yet because this is just like in another video. The thing is, like, I do too much work, okay? Anywho, you can like select stuff, you can delete whatever, you can stack stuff, blah blah blah. I think everyone knows that. And you've got like so many canvases that you can work with. I practically like use square because like you can create 60 layers, up to 60 layers or more, and you can also create your own, and you can also choose if you want it in inches, centimeters, millimeters. However, yeah, what I want to say right now is what I will say at the end of the video. So yeah, so anywho, I just use like square. Again, you can skip to the part shown on the screen if you want to like see the differences and everything. So basically, this is like what you get when you open a canvas and you're like, oh my god, what should I do? I totally got a new app and I don't know what the hell should I do because I just got the app. Okay, it's fine, you don't need to do all that. You can just like go to the airbrushing key, like just draw anything. Like, I'm just gonna sketch like an eye. No, I won't sketch an eye. I'm gonna sketch a ball. I'm gonna make a small looking cute ball, and we're gonna decorate it. I'm gonna make it pink. No. So if you're new here, my artistic skills are so not like that. So don't be like yours anything. Don't judge, because like I draw way better than that. I could say that so myself. And there's also this tool. This is like the bucket tool, but like different, I could say. This is not even a ball. Anywho, so yeah, you can also create clipping masks here. You can have your background color too, or so, and you could create like elf lock, fill in the layer. You can select the layer, you can rename the layer, you can even mask the layer, clipping mask, references, merge and combine, and you can even group, and you can change the opacity, and you can also like make it darken, add, and whatever, like all those stuff in what it's called, Ibis Paint. And you can like hide it, not hide it, stuff like that. And wait, what else did I want to say? There was like this feature of the, and if you want to select a layer, you just like swipe like that. You know, you can delete or regroup or whatever. You can lock or duplicate it or delete it or whatever you want. And also the two-hand thingy works. And like also there's something called the three-hand thingy. Oh, we just went to Ibis Paint. We're gonna. Okay, so as I said that there's something called the three-hand thingy, but I don't really know how to use it because I don't remember. You got also the smudging tool that works on different layers. Oh, it doesn't work on different layers. You just go like, I think if I was like on another layer, the smudging tool won't work, which I think is pretty obvious for most of us here who like know the app and stuff like that. Yeah, the smudging is pretty nice though. And like you, oh yeah, and like also like that you can choose different stuff. Like, oh, you can even edit the brushes, and you can even make your own brushes. You can also download your own like, oh, like you can also download brushes, And come on, like, you've already created a masterpiece like right now, and people are like, oh, you're so talented, and how do you do that? Yeah, I'm weird, I know. So basically, I'm gonna clear the layer. Okay, clear. You can, like, the eraser tool works fine, because even, like, I'm just gonna, okay, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. You can add texts and shapes and oh yeah, now moving on to the shapes. Just keep your Apple pencil and your finger on the screen, and then edit the shape. You can even, like, whoa, you meant to draw a circle, but now it changed into a rectangle. And yes, that happens a lot. Okay, so we're doing this again. Edit shape. It can be an ellipse, which I really don't get why, and it can be a circle, but if you edit it, like, do that, it just changes to an ellipse automatically. You can even create a polyline. Oh, sorry, I didn't read that. Yeah. Wow, and it changes directly into a circle, and you can change the size. But however, you can move it. That's so shocking. Because whenever I try to move any of my circles, they don't want to move. And yeah, okay, and you can fill it in, create layers, stuff like that. And yeah, you got like thousands of brushes that you can download and share and duplicate and delete, and you can make your own, and you can download more, and you can import stuff. Like, it's just like all like really nice, you know? And stuff that you thought that people drew, but then it comes out that they actually are brushes here. Like, look, you've created a masterpiece already. Clear. Okay, and I'm gonna show you something which maybe you think people drew from hand. They're like, oh my god, they're so talented. But guess what? I'm gonna add a text. Guess what? I'm gonna change it to white, you know, to make it like this whitish color. Look, you can even change the color by doing this. Wait, why does, like, what? I'm just gonna select it and make it white. Yeah, here. But I don't, and you can edit it and everything, size, stuff like that. Choose a font, but you can also import fonts, but I don't know how here. And anywho, like, guess what? Look, it's like really nice. Guess what? You thought that people drew this, but they don't. You can actually, yeah, look. You can't even also, oh wait, you also can't draw on a text layer in Procreate too, so yeah. Technically you have like, well, yeah, and that's pretty much not about, wait, look how nice that looks. And you got like the wrench here, and you can like have an animation guide, a drawing guide to help you, and you can like share it, like to export your drawing as an image, PNG, or like whatever. And you can also like have the time lapse replay, stuff like that. And you can go more depth and detail, and that's kind of pretty much it. And you just like kind of like draw with it. And you can even create palettes, change colors. Like, you know, this is like how many palettes are there on Procreate. Like, look, like there are even more. Like, I even like made a drawing. Okay, so finally the differences. So Procreate is a pixelated app. So when you zoom in, it's like pixelated. It's not like Ibis explained in dots, and the like picture is way clearer there. And there's also variation in exporting, drawing guides, downloading brushes and palettes in Procreate, and in Ibis explains there's like the blurring tool, there are rulers, there are filters and patterns, unlike Procreate. At first I thought that Procreate is a bad app, but it turns out it's really good, and also Ibis explain is affordable and good. And to be honest, both apps are really great and the results are amazing. And that's the end for today's video. Love you all. Bye.